Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 gaming trends of the century so far.
Don't worry about me. Just get yourself to safety.
For this list, we'll be going over the trends in the video gaming industry during the first 20-plus years of the 21st century. If there's a popular gaming craze we missed, please tell us about it in the comments. Now, on to the top 10. Number 10. AAA quality indie games. Independent development of video games has been around since gaming's early days. However, it's only in the last few decades, with the rise of online distribution, that it's truly taken off. Platforms like Steam allow smaller developers to get their projects to a wider audience like never before. Crowdfunding has made it easier for people with $1 million idea to get the money to pursue it without having to go through established companies. This has led to some truly exceptional indie games that have not only been successful critically, but also financially. Many indie titles now define the gaming industry, or at least their respective genres within it. Number 9. Motion controls. The 21st century has featured great leaps forward when it comes to motion controls, or moving your body or a controller to perform actions on screen in games. Although early attempts were made in the 20th century, motion controls truly hit their stride with consoles like the Wii taking them to the mainstream.
Nice spare!
For around a decade or so, motion controls were the hottest thing around, with all three of the big console companies competing for supremacy. However, recently, mainstream gaming hasn't made as much use of the function, with Nintendo being the main holdout. Still, that could easily change in the future thanks to something we'll be talking about a little later. Number 8. Remakes and remasters.
Ready?
You know it!
Gaming remakes are nothing new. But while the 20th century had a few game remakes, they've really gained traction in the last few decades. Part of this could be due to how 3D graphics don't age as well, which has led to several older games with solid gameplay getting a fresh coat of paint. But whether they're just an upgrade or a complete overhaul, remakes and remasters appear to be here to stay. Fans love established properties and developers love a guaranteed market. It's a win-win situation for everyone. Number 7. MOBAs. Multiplayer online battle arenas, or MOBAs for short, are a genre of game that gained prominence in the latter 2000s. While there are some variations between individual games, the general gameplay of each involves teams destroying an enemy's team structure or base, with other win objectives as well.
An acceptable amount of murder.
The addictive gameplay that's a mashup of different genres, as well as the fact that they are free, has helped their popularity skyrocket. While the number of titles is still few compared to the other genres, what games there are remain heavily played, with some retaining a player base even a decade after release.
Victory!
Number 6. Loot boxes / microtransactions. Developers have always tried to squeeze as much money out of players as they can, and the 21st century has brought new and exciting ways for them to do so. The most egregious of these generally revolve around loot boxes or microtransactions. Basically, the idea is that players pay real money for in-game advantages or items. Loot boxes have a random element that's made them come under close scrutiny since they're essentially gambling. A lot of games are designed now to be free to play, but with enough drawbacks that if you really want to have fun or even win, you must pay for that privilege. Number 5. VR gaming. Virtual reality as a concept has been around for quite a while, but it's only in the last 5 to 10 years that it has even become viable. VR gaming utilizes headsets and motion controls to immerse players in the environment of a game like never before. Many still dismiss the trend as a fad, likely due to early efforts at the concept being fairly simplistic and gimmicky. However, even AAA studios are getting in on the VR pie now, raising the bar for the whole genre. With how fast VR gaming has developed, we're excited to see how far it can go in the future. Number 4. Mobile gaming. While it was once looked down upon by console and desktop gamers, mobile gaming has become a major force in the industry. Nearly everyone has a smartphone these days, and that means gaming on the go is easier than ever. Mobile games are not only huge business, but there is also a tremendous variety to choose from, with everything from puzzlers to play when you're bored to hardcore RPGs. With more people using mobile internet now than desktop internet, mobile gaming will only become more popular as time goes on. Number 3. Live streaming.
Sorry, bro, you're not the win con. Different. It's different. I was top. If it was T1 top lane, I would be the win con.
Live streaming involves recording and broadcasting yourself doing an activity in real time. Naturally, video games are a popular choice for the activity. Platforms like Twitch, as well as YouTube and others, have made it an easy and profitable career for many.
Oh my god, my heart. Holy shit.
As beneficial as it is to the live streamers, since it's a fairly low-cost way to start making money on their own, it's also helpful to game companies. It's essentially free advertising, and it has allowed the games streamed this way to become massive successes practically overnight. And while there are some companies who often falsely believe this infringes on their copyright, Nintendo, many are appreciative of the streamers who've contributed to their success. Live streaming certainly doesn't seem to be going away soon.
Okay.
Ray and George being awfully quiet.
I was in electrical the whole time. I didn't even finish the task.
Number 2. Open worlds. Freedom of choice is always appealing, and open world video games offer it in spades. The new millennium has seen the rise of open world games, or games with much less linearity set in huge in-game worlds. Sure, there are storylines in them, but they're more of a suggestion than a requirement. Open worlds have helped building and crafting games to flourish as well, since the two go together like chocolate and peanut butter. As gaming technology continues to improve, we can only imagine how massive these worlds will get and how much we can do in them. Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Battle Royales. The last one standing wins. Simple, yet oh so popular. Soulslike Games. Brutal difficulty and dying a lot. Who knew it could be so rewarding? Day one patches. Releasing unfinished games is depressingly standard these days.
This has been your man, Stan. Join me for another day in our city of dreams.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Online gaming. There is one trend that has defined gaming in the 21st century thus far. It's online gaming. With the turn of the century came faster internet speeds, which allowed for a new level of connectivity online, and that included games. Gaming online has become so commonplace that some games even require that you always be online. Internet connection has helped give rise to the popularity of esports, as well as live services that update games with new content over time. It's become so intrinsic to gaming as a whole that it's honestly surprising that some major companies still haven't figured it out yet. Nintendo again.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.